Ever felt that little flutter of excitement mixed with a touch of ugh, paperwork when you're about to open a new bank account? You're not alone. Whether you're a fresh-faced student embarking on your financial journey, a seasoned professional looking for a change, or a newcomer to Canada planting roots, opening a bank account is a significant step. And if you're considering the Bank of Montreal, or BMO as most of us affectionately call it, you're probably wondering, alright, BMO, what do I need to show you? That's exactly what we're diving into today. Forget the generic introductions, let's get straight to the heart of the matter. Opening a bank account shouldn't feel like navigating a bureaucratic maze. Our goal here is to demystify the process specifically for BMO, so you can walk in prepared and breeze through it. Think of your identification as your financial passport. It's how the bank verifies that you are who you say you are, a crucial step in ensuring the security of your funds and the integrity of the financial system. Banks like BMO have a responsibility to adhere to strict regulations designed to prevent fraud and money laundering. This is why they need to see certain documents. Now, the specific types of identification BMO requires can vary slightly depending on your residency status, whether you're a Canadian citizen, a permanent resident, or a newcomer to the country. Let's break it down into these key categories to keep things clear and organized. For Canadian citizens and permanent residents, generally, BMO will require you to present 2 pieces of valid, government-issued identification. At least one of these must include your photo. This helps them visually confirm your identity. Here are some common examples of primary identification that BMO typically accepts. Driver's license. This is often the go-to piece of ID for many Canadians as it's widely held and contains both a photo and your current address. Make sure it hasn't expired. Passport. Canadian or foreign, a valid passport is another strong form of identification, especially if your driver's license is expired or you don't have one. Canadian Permanent Resident Card. If you're a permanent resident, your PR card serves as primary identification. Again, ensure it's valid. Certificate of Canadian Citizenship. This official document proving your citizenship is also accepted. Provincial or territorial photo identification card. Many provinces and territories issue photo ID cards for individuals who don't drive. These are perfectly valid. In addition to one of the above primary photo IDs, you'll likely need a second piece of valid identification. This can be another primary ID from the list above, or it could be one of the following secondary identification documents. Social Insurance Number, SIN, card. While not always mandatory as a second piece of ID, BMO might ask for your SIN for tax reporting purposes once your account is open. However, it's generally not accepted as a primary form of identification. Birth certificate. Your official birth certificate is a valid form of secondary identification. Credit card or debit card, with your name embossed while not government issued, these can help corroborate your identity. Utility bill. With your name and current address, a recent utility bill, gas, electricity, water, internet, can help verify your address. Bank statement from another financial institution. With your name and current address similar to a utility bill, this can confirm your address. Important considerations for Canadian citizens and permanent residents. Validity. Ensure all your identification documents are current and have not expired. An expired ID will likely not be accepted. Original documents. Banks generally require you to present the original physical documents, not photocopies. Matching information. The name and address on your identification documents should ideally match. If there are discrepancies due to a recent move or name change, be prepared to provide supporting documentation, e.g., marriage certificate, change of address notification. For newcomers to Canada. If you're new to Canada, the identification requirements might look a little different, as you might not yet possess some of the standard Canadian IDs. BMO understands this and typically has specific procedures in place to help you open an account. Commonly accepted identification for newcomers includes valid passport. From your country of origin, your passport is usually the primary piece of identification. Ensure it has not expired. Proof of permanent resident status. If applicable, if you've already received your permanent resident card, this will be a key document. Immigration documents. Depending on your immigration status, BMO might accept other official documents issued by Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, IRCC. These could include study permit, if you are in Canada as a student. Work permit, if you are in Canada on a work visa. Visitor record, if you are in Canada as a visitor, though account opening options might be more limited in this case. Confirmation of permanent residence, COPR, if you've been approved for permanent residency but haven't yet received your PR card. BMO might also ask for a secondary piece of identification. This could be a document from your home country, like a national ID card, or, if you've been in Canada for a short while, perhaps a letter of introduction from your employer or educational institution. Important considerations for newcomers. Translation. If your identification documents are not in English or French, BMO might require a certified translation. It's best to inquire about this beforehand. Address verification. Providing proof of your Canadian address can sometimes be a bit tricky when you're new. Be prepared to show any official mail you've received, a lease agreement, or a letter from someone you're staying with. Specific circumstances. Your individual immigration situation might influence the specific documents required. It's always a good idea to contact a BMO branch or their newcomer services line directly to discuss your specific case. Beyond identification, other things to keep in mind. While identification is the primary focus, be aware that BMO might also ask for other information when you're opening an account. This could include your social insurance number, SIN as mentioned earlier. This is usually for tax reporting purposes. You're generally not legally required to provide it to open an account, but there might be tax implications if you don't. Your occupation and employer information. This helps the bank understand your financial profile. Your contact information. This includes your current residential address, phone number, and email address. Your reason for opening the account. They might ask if it's for personal or business use, and what your primary banking needs are. Opening a bank account is a foundational step towards managing your finances effectively. By understanding the identification requirements beforehand, you can make the process with BMO a whole lot smoother and less stressful. Whether you're a long-time resident or just arriving in Canada, being prepared with the right documents is key. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.